Hello! I have made it. Let me wait here for a second, see if anyone joins us live. And if anyone is probably going, yeah. If I have people who are going to wait to watch this when it's all said and done, because I ran late, and yes. Oh, let me tell you, my weekend was quite interesting. If anyone has joined us, I don't see anybody in here yet. I'm hoping you can tell me if I am right side up or upside down. My phone is upside down for some reason, but my TV monitor is looking right side up, so I'm hoping that that's a positive sign. Oh, and I left my water upstairs. I'm gonna have to get through this parched. So, hello, I will get started here. If you do end up, hopefully there's somebody will say hi. This last weekend was crazy, especially yesterday, Sunday. I was totally going to spend all day in my craft room and just listen to music and make card after card after card, make some videos, and woke up with no Wi-Fi. Our modem was working, but our Wi-Fi cord got chewed through. And then the ice maker froze over, and the washing machine started to walk away, and it was just a really crazy, all I could do was sit back and laugh about things kind of day. So, yes. So yesterday, because I couldn't make videos yesterday, here I am today doing a live with you as kind of a treat to say, sorry, my life was so crazy yesterday. Anyway, other than that, I did mention in my teaser for this live that I had some information that I would like to share and that you guys might want to be the first-ish to hear about it. I am going to let you know that here, starting with my November card class, it is going to be on, I believe my November's card class is going to be the, frosted, feels like frost card bundle, and actually I think I'm gonna get the sweet, but that is going to be my November class. And not only is it going to be, you have to come to my crazy little house and and hang out with me for a little bit face to face, but I'm also going to start to introduce, and I'm going to try out online classes. So if you are not in the Beloit area, and it's not easy for you to get to my house, then I will have the at-home class as an event, and then I will have the online class as a separate event, and that will be, you can go ahead and there's going to be different levels to purchase your things and make an order, so then that way you can get the project kit that I will be sending out and the VIP, get into the VIP group so you can see my either live or video depending on how crazy my life is at the point in time. But so you can actually, you get to see everything that's being done. The only difference between the or the only not really problem, but the only thing that is kind of a bummer, but I can see where they're coming from, is that the project kit is going to be everything to make the card except for the stamped images. So that being said, one of the, or multiple levels that you have to choose from are also going to include the purchase of the stamp set, the punches if you, or the framelits if you so want those, and then also is the stamp pads, so then that way you can get all of the same images. If you do not have those that stamp set yet, you will have all those images that you can make it exactly the way I made it. So other than that, I think that's the only difference really, because if you came to my house and did the stamp class or the card class, you would have the stamp set right there that you could use. But yeah, so we'll try it out, see how it works, and how it seems to benefit all of my customers, and even those that just want to do a project class and say, hey, you know, I want to try that out, see what it's all about. So that is my big news. Every month is going to be kind of a different pricing point, obviously, for the stamp sets and the levels that include the stamp sets and the ink pads and such. I'm also going to do what I'm going to call an a la carte level. And so if you say you have the ink pads and the stamp set, but you want this, or you want to just place an order that equals up to, you know, to get the free project kit, for the time being, I'm going to try to see if that'll work, and play around with it a little bit and see what works best for me and my people. So so that being said, I do have a card project to show you, and it's going to be kind of interesting because I don't have the card to show you. Yesterday morning, I got a phone call from my dad, and he really wanted me to make him a card that he can have the church sign. So I rushed down and I made a quick card, and I'm going to show you that card and how to make it. Well, how to make it and the card, saying that I don't have that card with me. But I am starting off with my normal 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4 piece of Whisper White. And because my old olive is kind of running out, you'll see what I did here. This is going to be, woohoo, I have no nails and it's driving me nuts. It's going to be the pop-up for the image that we're going to use, but I just decided to save some paper and take it out of the middle. And as you can tell, that's the oval, layering oval dies. And but this is a piece of old olive, and this is cut at 5 3/8 inches by 4 1/8 inch. I wanted to give just a little bit less of a white frame around this card. Then in my typical layering style, I put, this one is going to be the Perennial Essence. So it actually, like, it looks almost like grass to me. So I wanted to go with this, but on the other side I have pretty flowers. But this one, the Perennial Essence, is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And then, of course, my oval, my scalloped oval. And I am, this one I would mark as being the 3 1/4 inch. And then and then I am going to be using the solid die. I'm showing off how I hold my dies. Scrap of Whisper White, and the stamp sets we're using, I'm dipped into 2 different stamp sets. I'm going to be using the Deer from Nature's Beauty. Nature's Beauty is an awesome stamp set. $3 out of every one of these stamp sets sold goes to mental health organizations, which is, I think, awesome. But we're going to be using this deer. Look at how cute she is. And then I'm using the Rustic Retreat set out of this. This one is the, I'm sorry, this one is from the holiday catalog. This one is from the annual catalog. And I'm going to be getting this Thinking of You. And then I'm going to be using and losing, apparently. I must have thrown it back up with my ribbon. No, I did not. Oh, toss it over here. Linen thread and the silver metallic thread. I used some gold metallic thread for the original card, but I was kind of didn't realize that it was retired. Or it's not the fact that it's retired, it's the fact that I got it from a paper pumpkin. Paper pumpkin. Hey, look at that lead in. Check out this really awesome paper. Love it. Puppies everywhere. Just fits in with my house because if you're hearing thuds and bangs and laughs and stuff, my son is upstairs playing with a puppy. Alright, so I am going to grab a scratch paper because I do not want to stamp on these cutesy little puppies. And I'm going to grab my StazOn out. It was kind of a chillier morning this morning. I do not agree with winter. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and ink up my deer here. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp it. I love my use of scrap paper. So I have her all stamped up. I want to say she's a her. There's no horns, so I want to say she's a her. And I'm going to put the Thinking of You on and just get this one stamped up here too. And then I am going to go ahead and use crumb cake to color them both in. My overly abused chamois. I have to get another chamois because my upline, I do not want to cut that one into pieces, but my upline cut hers into pieces. So, and she says it makes it easier to clean the stamps when they're on the Stamparatus. And I would see where that actually comes in handy. Just saying. I'm going to bring out my crumb cake and give myself a little bit of a palette here. Because I'm going to use my blender pen. I still have yet to make the big conversion over to the blends. I will totally admit that. I'm running behind. I'll get there. But I'm just going to go ahead and color this in with the crumb cake. And then I will get to layering all this stuff together so you can see this card. This one was, the challenge was it had to be a masculine card. So that kind of is my challenge, is masculine cards. If it doesn't have a motorcycle or a car or a monster truck on it, I'm lost. Boys, I can kind of pretty much get away with dinosaurs and such, but manly man cards I just have issues with. So I'm happy with that. Doesn't necessarily have to be perfect, and you don't have to be a master painter in order to color these in. And I will tell you, I don't really pay attention to the reality of it, if that makes sense. Just for the fact that I don't exactly know what parts of a white-tailed deer are white. The inside of the ears, I think? Maybe? I don't know. You would think I would know, saying that there have been near misses and some not near misses. So yes, as y'all are just watching me color a deer, I'm happy with that. Don't clean it off on your... And so then I'm going to fussy cut this, run the deer through the die cut machine. Have to center things just so. So there is deer. So I'm wondering how many of you are ready for winter? If you are up in winter area. Saying that you get to watch me fussy cut now. I went and got me some apple cider. Was sitting in my comfies yesterday with no Wi-Fi. It is amazing how even though I don't have the little, I didn't think my house was too overly wired to Wi-Fi. I don't have the fun thing that says, hey, turn on my lights, cook me a dinner, let my dog out. But every time I turned around to do something, I was being told I couldn't do it because it included Wi-Fi. So couldn't make videos because I like to see myself on see what I'm doing on my TV because now my camera is higher. And so it was I'm like, are you kidding me? I didn't think that was that big of a deal. I'm just going to put that off to the side and hopefully I don't stick my hand in that because we know how I'm kind of a messier stamper. And if you can hear those thuds and stuff, my son is running all over the place up there. So now I get to start layering. And make sure that my snail is open, and I did a good job this time. And now my piece here that I have all cut out there. Fighting with Snail. And then this one I have at my normal 1/4 inch. My deer I put straight on. I didn't worry about bumping this deer up because of the fact that I'm bumping the Thinking of You up. So and I will show you what I did with the Thinking of You. I want this deer to be a little bit right around there. And now with the Thinking of You, that seems to have run away. I did just have it. There it is. Oh my goodness. I really do have my contacts in, I swear. I promise. I'm going to put a little snail down there. And I am going to take out, will this work? Hey, that will work. Apparently I had a little strip already cut. That makes life a little easier. Don't want this to get away because I'm going to want to, I'll just put it on my light for now. It's improv. There we go. You have to improvise sometimes in the crafting world. So I want this to be about the same length. And I'm gonna wrap it all nice around my finger. So I have this little thing going on. And I wrapped them both together because I wanted them to kind of be the same-ish length. And then I want to try to hide the cuts behind here. Doesn't necessarily have to be perfect. Does have to be right side up though when you're putting it on your card. Just saying. I mean, at least I would think it would. And then I am going to pop this up on dimensionals. Now I overuse dimensionals, like I have said before. So I'm trying, there needs to be a support group for it. I'm not exactly anonymous about it though, so it wouldn't be like over-dimensional anonymous. And the finishing touch to this card is to just go ahead and bring it here. And that way you have a Manly Thinking of You card. And yesterday I was true to myself and I didn't stamp anything inside it either because I figured everybody at the church would have liked to write their own little message in there, and I wanted to give enough room. I didn't know how many of the parishioners were going to be signing the card and writing their own little jazz, so I wanted to make sure that there was plenty of room for everybody to get their well wishes in for him and such. So just to recap, made a really awesome card, and online stamping classes coming to you in November. Yay! So, if you saw anything on here that you would like, the hostess code for October is here. It is KG9EJVR. And that will get you the supply, the ability to shop and put it on the hostess code, and that will get to me so I can make sure that you make your address visible to me so that I can send you your thank you gift. that's a really important, probably the most important of it. Make sure that I can send you your thank you card, or your thank you gift and your thank you card, and your, and as well, that's the same thing I'm going to say too about your, signing up for the classes and such. Make sure that you are visible, your address is visible to me if you are using the hostess code for those. Otherwise, I won't be able to send you your project kit. And that will be more information that I will be putting in with my first class, just so that way you guys know about it and the ins and outs and such. So, yes, I'm super excited. I cannot wait for November's card class, because I am going to be so happy to share that with even more of you. And plus, weather is going to get nasty, and not everybody's going to want to leave their houses and go traipsing, you know, to go and stamp somewhere. So I totally get that. So yes, I hope you join me for either my in-home classes or my online classes. Check the events here on my Facebook page. And if you are watching this on YouTube later, head over to my Facebook page that's in the comments below or the description, and then that way you can see it, keep up with all my events that I'm having, and the online classes are going to be there too. So then that way you can join in and, if not, learn how to do the stamping and such. Maybe learn something new. I'm hoping. So I think that is all that I have for tonight. And until next time.